So this is the HWEAT overview page. A couple of things about this page. There's reminders on this page that you will only get results for the survey if 5 or more people participate, and that's to protect people's anonymity. The second thing to know about this survey that's very important is that it's intended to be used on a single unit. You would not want to use this survey necessarily with a group of people from all different units who are engaging in an educational activity, for instance. This survey is meant for teams that care for a population of patients on a unit. So if you are working with multiple units, you'll set up surveys for each one of those units. On the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see it says unit name. Once I start setting up the survey, it'll have the name of the unit that I've identified as my unit on there. You also see we have some resources you can link directly to. The link for assessment questions takes you to a copy of the survey, and then sample report is exactly what it says it is. We have some frequently asked question and troubleshooting guides in order to help you. Now, a little lower down on this overview page, there's a gray box, and this is where all the action happens. You're going to use this gray box to start your survey, to decide the survey interval, and also to get results. So this is where the action happens. I'm going to click Get Started here, and it's going to prompt me to identify what hospital I work at. So we have some hospitals in our system already, and you'll be offered a list of those by once you enter the city where you work. So I'm going to say I work in Anaheim because that's where Disneyland is, and you'll see there's a list of hospitals here. Now, if your hospital does not come up on the list when you enter the city that your hospital is in, it's no problem. Click Add New Organization and you can add your hospital. So I'm going to choose a hospital from this list, and then I'm going to click Continue. Now, this hospital already has some surveys in progress. So another one of my colleagues has set up surveys for this hospital, for other units in the hospital. But none of these units are the unit I want to work with. So I'm going to enter a new unit, and I'm going to call it Med Surg Ortho, because that's what we in our hospital call the unit. Now, the address will be the address of the hospital. It'll prompt you to enter the city and the state. And then you'll click Add New Team. And now I've told the system about this unit and that this unit is interested in doing a survey. So you'll see MedSurg Ortho shows up over here to tell me which unit I'm working with. If I go down here to the gray bar, I again have a Get Started icon. This is prompting me to start a survey for the unit that's up here in the right-hand corner. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And it's going to ask me for some demographic information related to my hospital and also related to my unit. So this hospital is a community hospital. It is system affiliated. It's a smaller hospital. It's 200 beds. My unit has 12 beds. We ask about beacon recognition, which is a unit-based recognition for nursing excellence that AACN offers. We also ask about magnet recognition, which is offered through ANCC. That's a hospital-wide recognition. So you're going to answer those questions. And then you're going to say what kind of environment your hospital is in. And you're going to click Save. Now it's, oops, I didn't choose system affiliation. There we go. Click Save. And now it'll take me back to that landing page. And then now the action box, the gray action box, is asking me to establish an interval during which the survey will be open. So say I decide, early July really isn't the best time for this. We're going to move it to later in July. So I'm going to run the survey from July 22nd. And then I want it to be open for a full month. So I'm going to run it until August 22nd. And that's going to be the interval for my survey. You can enter any dates you wish in here. You can also choose a different interval. We default to a month because we think it's good to have it open for about a month in order to allow people access to it across very different schedules that they may be working in the hospital. But if you prefer to have it open for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever interval you want to choose, you can choose that. Once I click Start Assessment, I'm going to get an email that I can copy and send. So you can click Copy Text, and then you'll have this email, and you can just paste that into an email that you send to all the people that you want to participate in your survey. So that's to make it easier. This will automatically populate with the end date that you've chosen. Now, we've had people set up QR codes to increase survey responses, and you can do that by copying the link in this email and using a QR code generator app or website, and just paste this link into the QR code generator. Just be careful a little bit with the QR codes, because you want to be sure that people fill out the survey for the unit they work on. So you want to be clear about which QR code is associated with which unit to ensure that. So once you paste that email and send it to your colleagues, the survey will be up and running. At the end date, so when we reach August 22nd, there will be a link in the gray box to download the report. It'll say View Report, and you can download it from there. So it'll be one of these little blue links, and you can use that to download your report. And that's how you set up the HWEAT team tool on AACN's website. Thank you for your time.